Karen's eyes fluttered open, the sterile smell of antiseptic filling her nostrils. She blinked, disoriented, her mind grasping for clarity. The room was dimly lit, the only sound the rhythmic beeping of a heart monitor nearby. She remembered the accident, her car sliding on wet pavement, the sickening crunch of metal, then darkness. Now, she was here, alone, in a hospital bed. Karen tried to sit up, but a sharp pain shot through her chest. The curtains around her bed were drawn, enclosing her in a private cocoon of darkness. A soft shuffle of footsteps approached, and a nurse appeared, her face shadowed by the dim lighting. Her smile was cold, almost mechanical. "You're awake," the nurse said, her voice flat. "We've been waiting for you." Karen frowned. Something about the nurse's tone sent a shiver down her spine. "Where am I? What time is it?" "It's midnight," the nurse replied, her smile widening unnaturally. "The doctor will see you now." Before Karen could protest, the nurse drew back the curtains, revealing the rest of the ward, or what should have been the rest of the ward. Instead, she was met with rows of empty beds, each covered with a sheet. Beneath the sheets, the outlines of human bodies were disturbingly clear. Karen's breath caught in her throat. "What is this?" The nurse didn't answer. Instead, she guided Karen into a wheelchair, pushing her through the eerily silent halls of the hospital. The fluorescent lights flickered above, casting long, ominous shadows. Finally, they arrived at a set of heavy double doors. The nurse pushed them open, revealing an operating room. The air was cold, the metallic scent of blood unmistakable. In the center of the room stood a man in a doctor's coat, his back turned. "Doctor, she's ready," the nurse said. The doctor slowly turned around and Karen's heart skipped a beat. His face was pale, his eyes hollow, and his smile was wrong. "Good evening, Karen," he said in a voice that seemed to echo unnaturally. "It's time for your procedure." Karen recoiled in terror as she recognized the doctor's face. It was her own. The doctor, her doppelgänger, stepped closer, a scalpel gleaming in the harsh light. "You didn't survive the accident, Karen, but don't worry. We're here to make sure you're comfortable. For eternity." Karen screamed as the nurse held her down, the doctor's cold, dead eyes staring into her soul. The last thing she saw was the scalpel descending, a twisted reflection of her own terror etched into the blade.